So I want to make this quick video because um, if you want to get overcome negative thinking, I think first need to I think the first belief is your self image, and it's how you see yourself. So if you see yourself as, let's just say you're addicted, right? Let's say, oh, I'm a fapper, or I'm a person who's trying to stop fapping, or if you're a stoner, or I'm trying to quit smoking weed, or I'm a stoner, like something like that. It also could be with mental health, like, oh, I'm just an anxious person, so that's why I have these thoughts. So I can tell you a story when I remember I was so I went to college for carpentry renovation for when I was like 20. It was in 2020. Um, I did carpentry renovation from like September to December. But basically, throughout like September to December, I just was just it was hard. Like just traveling to the because that college was like an hour away from me, and I had to take the train there, and like it was just like it was a hassle, man. Honestly, so that's the thing, you know, and like with that, like that just made me. I remember like yeah, I'll go there, be mindless as hell, then come back from all the classes, and then I'll like by the time I get back, it'll take around like 2 hours for me to get back home. So the time I get back home and I have all this homework to do, I'm just like, bro, like my mind is so fried and like just like what the fuck do I do? I'll just basically like what I'll do is just go on like I used to watch like Mr. Nightmare video like horror story. I would literally just binge watch whole videos and just binge eat and just do that and repeat in cycle and like throughout the whole like semester like I was just failing basically. And then it came to a point where it was the end of semester and I failed it. And I didn't tell my parents this, but um, I told them that like when my dad asked me about like the grades, and I don't remember like too much of it because it was pretty traumatic, and because just having so much negative thinking of that. So yeah, so let's just say fast forward to my whole family finds out like, oh, I failed it, and then like basically like at first I was like whatever, like I didn't really like process it. Like yeah, I failed the class, failed the program, whatever. Like now I can do what I want to do, I guess. I don't know, like, and then but my family, they're like, oh, like what the fuck, man. Or they didn't say that, but like, they say, yo, what is that, like you study and study and you fail, like why did you ask for help. And then I was scared to ask for help, to be honest, and I just didn't enjoy the program and all that. And I guess with the anxious attachment style, it's hard to communicate your thoughts, especially with people. I guess with my family who like traumatized me, not like on purpose, but just yelling and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so yeah, so they found out I failed, and then I'm also very grateful for my parents for doing this. But they got me like a youth worker, and um yeah, basically I talked with the youth worker. To be honest, but I had a porn addiction, so like I had like a crush on her a little bit, and yeah, I had a porn addiction for sure. Um, I like jack off like 12 times like a day. Like it was fucking crazy. But then yeah, like I'll talk with her about my feelings and telling my family always yelling at me like they're just so annoying and make me feel like shit. Like and stuff like that. And she was very like empathetic and all. But I felt like I was coping a lot, and like I'm the type of guy who needs that straightforward like conversation. Like, yo, you need to do this, you need to fix, you need to do that, you need to do that. You can't like yeah, like be empathetic towards me, but like I need that hard love, you know, like that's when I can actually understand like what to do in my life instead of just being like, oh, it's okay, Cap. Like that doesn't like help, you know, like it doesn't help, you know. But the empathy part does. Like, yeah, I like you. I need you to be empathetic to me for sure. But yeah, and yeah, I remember like that happened, and then my dad passed away, like a month later, and when that happened, I didn't know what to do with my life. I was like in a dark mental space, you know. And then basically like throughout the whole 2020, even 2021, that's when I started picking up. But in 2020, I just basically sat, like majority of the time, I just sat in my bedroom and just like just just ate junk food and just beat my meat the hell out of my meat. You know, like just it was a dark time. You know, and as I was still at home, just going on YouTube, I'll watch Hamza's video, and Hamza video they help definitely. It took me a while to take action. Cause I remember I'll watch a self improvement video and give me the delusion thinking I'm being productive and all, but in reality I'm just consuming the content and just I guess doing that. But I remember like my brain was so fried, my attention span was so fried, my dopamine receptor was so fried that I even had trouble even paying attention to Hamza's video, like what he's saying basically. Even when my family were saying too, like I didn't like hear words. I felt like I was just hearing them, the vibration of the yelling. Like I don't know how to explain that. I know it sounds like a acid trip or a bad shroom trip, but like that's how I felt like, you know. But basically like that's I you know since I started having negative thoughts like that, you know, and what helped I found out is I think having like a support group around you, people who accept you for being you know, but they also want more from you. Like they look up to you. I feel like when you have like responsibilities and like now I look at the negative thoughts as not as so negative, but I see them as like a warning sign, as like, oh, you need to get your shit together. Like if you have those negative thoughts, y I think it's good to look at it optimistically instead of just, oh, it's like a bad thing. Like actually, like don't ignore it. There's a reason why we have negative thoughts. If we never had negative thoughts, we would all be extinct by now. Like if cavemen's never had negative thoughts, or it's like, oh, I sense a saber-tooth tiger coming. That saved them a lifetime. You know, like we will not be here without those negative thoughts. You know, so be grateful for that. You know, because those negative thoughts that you call them are actually positive because they're a warning sign that you need to improve your fucking life and not just complain and just like sit there and like no, like actually like it's a warning sign that it's like your ancestors are telling you like get your shit together, like you feel like shit, you deserve that, good, you know. But that's what it is. So how to get over your negative thoughts, you just have to take action, and you know, and like just continue learning. You know, don't just quote be like, oh, I can't feel like shit, or like no, like just take action. Learn from people who are better than you, and then take action. And like you know, make yourself think. Yeah.